If you're currently a buyer or someone that's looking to enter the housing market, you're probably thinking in your head, how do we get an offer accepted in today's super competitive market? This, of course, is really the first true step in the buying process, is getting a home under contract. And also the area where you're going to hit the most amount of friction, because not every offer gets accepted. So in this video, I'm going to tell you the truth behind real estate negotiations and what to expect as a buyer who's either in the buying pool or about to enter the buying pool. So what do you think of when you hear the word negotiation? Chances are you think of two parties who are kind of going back and forth, trying to find a middle ground, something that both parties will agree to, and they each are happy with the result. Well, in this market, that's not really the case. This is something that I've experienced with numerous clients in all types of different situations, because they put in an offer and all they hear back is that it got rejected. And they don't even really know why. They were expecting the seller to counter so they could actually respond to that and see if they wanted to go ahead with the purchase. But in this market, that's just not really the case. And trust me, I wish it was, because that would make real estate way more transparent and, in my eyes, just better overall. However, in this crazy real estate market that New Hampshire is still facing, the concept of negotiations isn't really what you think it is. Really, the only time that you get to negotiate is once you already have a house under contract and somehow you were lucky enough to have that offer get accepted with inspections. The inspections happen, and then after that, if something's found in those inspections, you can negotiate then. And that's really all we're seeing as far as negotiations in this market. So now you're probably wondering, well, what do I need to do to get a house under contract? I'll tell you exactly what I've been communicating to all the buyers that I'm working with currently. And that is, you have to make your first offer your best offer. Go into the offer while you're writing it up with your agent with the mindset that this is my only shot to make an offer on this property. I'm not going to get a second chance, and I'm not going to get a counter. Now, of course, this isn't the case with every listing. There are some homes that are sitting on the market, and if they've been there for a few weeks, well, chances are you're going to be able to have some leeway on what you can put in an offer. You might even be able to go below list price and see if you can get a counter from the seller. But from my experience, all those houses that the buyers really love, you know, the ones that are up to date, clean, have a brand new kitchen, a great price, yeah, those are the ones that you are going to have to put that best possible offer together and just look at it as a one-time chance to do it. And this, of course, is a hard thing to do, because the New Hampshire real estate market, we're already seeing prices at almost an all-time high for home sales. So as a buyer, you don't want to feel like you're overpaying. But this is also something where you have to ask yourself, well, how much do I really want this current house that we're about to offer on? Because I've had recent offers that I've submitted for my buyers that have literally been the strongest offers I've written in months. They seemed fantastic, and I had full confidence that they were going to get accepted, we'd be under contract, and getting them a home. But that wasn't the case, and some of these were just passed over on small little things. And this is actually something that I took to my broker, because I'm like, look, like, what am I doing wrong? Am I not having enough communication? Because I felt I sent some emails and I clearly stated what our situation was and how workable we were with offering. And my broker just gave it to me straight out. She's like, look, in this market, you can't be expecting the listing agent to give you any feedback unless it's offers accepted, offers rejected. Because with how hot the market is, once a listing agent actually lists their property that they have with the seller to go live, once that happens, that listing agent is getting flooded with showing requests, actually having to go do the showings, dealing with questions, having offers come in and presenting those offers to the seller. And their key thing that they have in their mind is, we just need to get the best offer for my sellers. They don't really care about your buyers or you as the buyer. They're just looking, what's the best that we have out of these offers for my seller? They're not going to be like, well, this one seems workable, let's send it back. That's not what's happening right now. And to be honest, ever since I became an agent back in 2020, this is kind of how the market has been. There's been some ups and downs with faster and slower periods of the market, but I would say in the last couple of years, there's only been a handful of times where I've actually been able to present an offer, get a counter, bring that counter to my buyers, present it to them, and actually revise our offer to see if we can find middle ground with that seller and get us a deal. So this isn't necessarily a new theme, but it is coming back, and I'm seeing it more and more in these last couple months of 2024. And you might still be asking yourself, well, what do I need to do to put in the best offer possible with the best chance to win, right? Well, here's the kicker. You need a great agent on your side. That person that's your boyfriend, sister's best friend that works part-time in real estate to make some extra cash on the side is not going to cut it anymore. You need someone who's in this full-time, working in it daily, that knows what's happening and knows how to get offers accepted. You need an agent that's going to communicate with the listing agent and find out the seller's pain points and what really matters to them in an offer. And an agent that understands, hey, price is not the only deciding factor while writing up an offer. Because there's almost endless amounts of things that can be deciding factors when you present an offer to a seller. And having an agent that actually knows the importance of every detail in that offer is somebody that you want on your side writing up your offers for you. Because in an offer, you of course have to consider the sales price, the earnest money deposit, how you're getting it, if you're financing it or if it's cash, what inspections you want, what title company you're using, what lender you're using. All these things are things that are going to matter. The closing date time, all these little details really make a difference in the offer because it has to work with the seller. So if you're looking for a house in New Hampshire and feel we'd be a good fit, feel free to reach out and we'll have a call, see if we would work well together. And if we think it's a good thing, we'll move forward and get you into a house, because this market's super competitive and you need a really good agent on your side to write you up offers. So I hope this video provided enough value that it deserves a like and a subscribe button. I'll catch you guys next week.